Yo, what's up? You're off in God's country with you, boys.
Dan.
And Reed Isbell, also known as the Brothers Hunt, where we take a weekly
drive.
Ray's back.
Guess
Full
who's
effect
back?
Ray.
Back
Go again. Screwed up a couple times in this episode.
He's just jumping the gun. Maybe it's jumped the gun right now.
He was getting the hang of it, dude.
You mean Chloe?
Little Chloe.
Chlorilla?
Yeah. Brought to you by... Right?
Two things go together.
I always forget when
It's two things that go together.
Two things that go together, like Possum Kingdom, South Carolina, and riding your neighbor's dog around like a Shetland pony.
Or a youth camp and a sketchy zip line called the Screaming Mimi. I survived.
The Screaming Mimi. If you got one of those shirts, somebody, please, dude. I got to see them.
Please. And this podcast is brought to you by tting. Jeez. Works anywhere, no Wi-Fi needed, no additional phone plan or SIM card hassles. Be alerted, stay in control, see it live, pick your view, rechargeable power that lasts. Woo! Well, if you want to keep an eye on who's coming up your drive, then grab that Defend 360, boy, and hang it way up high.
And if you want to check on them strutters, see if they're fired up and ready to go, then get yourself a Reveal 3.0.
Clear vision, day or night. Built tough for any weather. Defend by Tacticam.
Ooh.
Man, I delivered right there, dude.
You sounded like
I delivered.
who's the guy that does the New Year's Eve?
Dick Clark?
Yeah, dude, you sounded like a pro radio.
Wait, pre or post stroke?
I have to listen back and see. But
Bear Rinehart is awesome, dude. He is I'm going to tell you something.
the real deal.
His vocals are otherworldly.
Yeah, man, and it just him as a dude. He's
I
just
know,
a great
but
guy.
besides all that and how great he is,
Yeah, he's killer.
his texture and movement and control is nuts, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't really know. I mean, I know. I've listened. Obviously, everybody knows he has a great voice or whatever. But man, to just pop that at 9 o'clock in the morning, you got to be pretty gifted.
And like the appreciation of a hymn too, like just the beauty of just the one of the most simplest songs written.
Yeah, man.
Can be one of the most powerful ones. New record, Long Surrender, coming out Friday. Just a really cool story. Kind of goes into how they created it in the band and how he wrote the songs and just some stuff he was going through and he was writing songs in the morning before they would go to the studio and cut them that day and just kind of created a record while being in the studios. Really intriguing story about how he did it.
Yeah, that's enough about that. I can go listen to it.
Totally. Absolutely.
Good. Well done.
Bear, thanks for coming on. Thanks for everybody, all our sponsors. If you're watching the YouTube and you're not subscribed to the show or the channel, go down there right under here, right under us on YouTube and click the subscribe button. It's free, doesn't take any time at all, and it helps the Brothers Hunt network out.
Yeah, man. That's it, right?
Anything else?
Jumps.
Ray, welcome back, kind of.
Oh, get it together.
Bark at me, dude.
Get it together, right, dude. Jeez.
Dude.
All right, y'all enjoy Bear. See you later.
God's country. See you. I was about to say, like when it comes to like dudes like us, like I wear, if you've watched this podcast, you've seen me probably wear this same get up. I feel like when which everybody, I mean, I'm not just saying there's like real and fake artists that come on the show, but I'm saying the real artist, it look like you, for instance, everything on you looks like it's custom. Like I've like the hat, the Kansas hat, the gold Kansas hat with the jacket that looks awesome, like it was made for you. Pants are great.
Yeah, how do y'all look so good all the time? How's that?
I don't. This is all fake. This is my podcast. No, I don't.
The podcast.
Man, I've gotten onto the vintage store thing because I take per diems from the road, and that's all I can spend in there. So I like.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So pretty much everything, not the jacket, everything else is just vintage, all for $20 somewhere.
That hat sharp.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Is there a tie to Kansas, or are you just like, I like
Not
this
really.
hat?
We played a show. We played Salina. I called it Selena all night, but it's Salina, Kansas, and I liked it. I was like, found this thing at a vintage store.
Cool hat, man.
Yeah, thank you, man.
It's blinging too.
I know it looks good.
It's that guy. I was like, "Is this too much?" You know, you look at
that
it,
gold cowboy, that gold chain cowboy stuff.
Because if it is, here's $3.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Hey man, we've got a dad of 3, a former college football player, golf guy, I hear, also known as Wilder Woods, lead singer of a Grammy-nominated band from South Carolina. The half of, there's part of this printed off sheet that's like disappeared.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah, so it says Wildwoods, almost called
7'6".
Wildwoods.
World champion.
Known for their blend of Americana, alt rock, and spiritual depth. Need to breathe, and we're pumped to have him today, man. We got Bear Rinehart.
Man, thank y'all.
Thanks for coming, man.
Welcome to the pod, bro.
I was pretty excited about this one. I'm not gonna lie. Like I saw it on the list, and I was like, "Ooh, man, kind of a fan, dude. Like a real fan."
So I was like, "Yeah, bro, be my
It's not that I'm not a fan of the other country artists that we have on here, but as like, I mean, when were y'all really popping? Like that was just when you exploded out of the gate. Would that have been 2000?
I'm horrible with timelines.
10, somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there. Yeah, 10 probably.
It was good stuff, dude. It's still good
thanks,
stuff.
man.
Still good
Thank
stuff.
you.
I mean, I go as far back with when we were leading worship at the
Down to the river.
yeah, we're doing all that
Don't
stuff.
let yourself in.
Yeah.
We're doing that one. We were doing
that one.
something beautiful.
Oh yeah, nice.
You love that song.
Whoa. Yeah,
Not
you
as
just
too, but you
you just go dad and just
Yeah,
rip
yeah,
it
totally.
the whole time, man.
We're the biggest fakers ever. We play, I don't know. People are like, y'all play banjo. I'm like, we won't. It's 2 notes on that banjo.
Yeah, some call it a ganjo.
Yeah, I mean, it looks real, but
Yeah, that's exactly what we are. We're total fakes, dude.
Yeah.
We fake it to you.
Oh,
man.
dude, I tell people this all the time. If policemen knocked on the door right now and they were like, yeah, is Rita's in there? I'd be like, got me. Just like take me
Figure out
out,
I'm
dude.
completely faking everything and get out of your house. You can't afford that.
We like to start off.
Hey, wait. I
Bear.
did want to do one thing.
That's a cool name. Bear's cool.
thank you, man.
Cool name.
So, there's kind of a nice pun floating around because, he's the lead singer of Need to Breathe. And speaking of Need to Breathe, new guy Ray needs to breathe because he's got 2 broken ribs because he fell on an apple.
Here, this is our little work sharp or not so sharp. Ray in here, new guy Ray. Do you have your mic on, Ray? Do you forget that you have an apple in your pocket, or you just rocking an apple for a little snack when you get up there on the mountain?
a little mid-slope snack.
Usually like second lift or something. I like to have an apple, a little nourishment in the morning. And
Second
Second
lift.
lift.
This is unbelievable. Yeah.
Wait, you got the mic
we got
working
a
now?
program.
Yeah, we got the mic hooked up now.
Okay, so what happened?
So I had the apple in the boob pocket, right? Not in the other pockets because that's where the phone and the wallet are. And it was like, didn't eat it on the second lift. And I was heading down the 3rd run of the day and went off a jump. I was snowboarding for
Went
the
off
first
a
time.
jump, dude. You X Games mode.
Dude, no, and I caught an edge right at the top, right over where the knuckle is, and I fell right on my front, and I just happened to have the apple in the boob pocket and landed right on top of the apple, and now I got a hairline fracture on the bottom 2 ribs of my left side.
Yes, dude.
What kind of apple are we talking here?
That's
Like
gotta be
big Granny Smith?
that's gotta be a Honeycrisp, man. That thing's
those are
fire.
Honeycrisp,
Yeah,
for
Honeycrisp.
sure. I love
Those things are like
Honeycrisp.
rocks, bro.
If you're not eating Honeycrisp, what are you doing?
What are you doing,
Man,
dude?
sweet nectar.
They could cut down the rest of the apple trees in the world and just take them all to Honeycrisp, and
I
it would
think
be
they
a better.
should.
It'd be a better place.
I think they should.
That's might be what I'm mad at today is other apples that aren't It's Gallus. Granny apples, bro. Get out of here.
You got me in there?
What you mad at? Just tell us what it is. What you mad at? Is it your in-laws' kids? Might be a boss man or your neighbor's cat. Just tell us what you mad at.
Not impressed by that, Bear?
Oh, I love that.
Okay, I was
That's
waiting.
very nice.
I was waiting for
That was actually really
Thank you.
a lot better than I thought it was.
Okay, that makes sense now. That makes sense now. The look was either
I was like,
what are these guys doing?
This
Or
is,
what are these guys doing?
oh, that's
You
fine.
know,
That's
like,
fine. Yeah.
Okay.
He said it's
together.
actually way better than I thought.
I mean, usually there's like some sort of a response, and he was just like,
It's like earlier when you're like,
Expected.
can we sing harmony with you? He's like, sure, if you can. You know?
sure.
Yeah. Good. We'll
Please.
see. Yeah. Try it this one time. We'll see.
All
Actually.
right, who's mad at something?
This one's stupid. Mine's real dumb. But actually, the Apple thing is probably funnier than mine. But doors at Airbnbs that are locked. I'm mad at that.
Like secret rooms that you can't go into that are locked?
Or closets, or just anything.
Oh,
like I paid for the whole house. Let me get in it,
dude.
There might be something in there I need.
There might not be. There might be some secret stuff that you don't need that could kill you in there.
Totally, but let me see.
Like cleaning supplies for your kid. You don't want your kids digging in there, bro.
Well, I need to clean. Put them up high on the shelf.
I'm on there. So y'all are team Reed. I'm team.
I'm just saying it's real petty.
I'm on the side
that's
of
pretty.
I don't know.
That's petty. I mean, I don't care
know.
about it, but it's the only thing I got.
Yeah, that makes sense to me that you'd be upset about it.
Especially if you're looking for something like a broom.
I don't.
Something.
Airbnb. There's a lot of frustrating things. We have to deal with that a lot. I feel like
really
where you can't get into it. You know what I mean? Or
like
there's like some, or the air doesn't work in the right way.
Or there's a golf cart in the driveway and the golf key's nowhere to be.
Yeah, exactly.
The cart key's nowhere.
It's just not. This doesn't feel. Or you have another family living there. We've had that several times.
What?
Oh yeah, where like it's just like, well, these back two rooms, they weren't part of this deal. You know, it's like, oh, you know, it's just somebody in
you
the
pay
kitchen.
for the kitchen, the living room, one bedroom.
Serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
A shared
I'm
kitchen?
Serious. We used to come to Nashville, like when I lived in South Carolina, I come here all the time to write and everything. It was always Airbnb situation, rehearsals, whatever. And there would literally, we had a dude just with his shirt off in the kitchen, just hanging. We're like, I don't think this is. I thought you were supposed to have some.
We're like,
he goes, I'm sorry.
He's supposed to be here.
What did he say?
Yeah.
Were y'all,
Put the
Yeah.
mayonnaise down, big dog.
Sup?
Good morning.
I don't even think it was his. You know, I think he was renting it
He was
too.
passing
it?
through.
Yeah,
He's probably
just hanging.
Airbnb in that room.
No shirt off?
Just no shirt on, just in the kitchen, like
Was he like
getting
ripped
milk.
up? Was he ripped
getting
up?
milk. No,
Probably
soft.
not. Yeah,
Soft.
he's probably
Soft
soft.
looking.
Probably screwed.
Bold.
Yeah,
Bold
just,
of that guy.
Just he's probably used to it.
That guy's meant
Maybe
to be
he's got a
there.
long-
He's supposed to be there. That's the guy that guy's got paying for a room. That's meant to be
I'm
there.
just saying, if an entire group of humans come in to that place you're renting, I don't know if my first move would be to cook my eggs without my shirt in the morning.
You got to establish dominance. I think.
Unless that's
you know what I mean.
Unless you've been,
100%.
yeah, that's a totem pole thing. How long you been there? You been there 4
That
months?
is a dominant
They
move.
just walk in there a day. It's my place,
Yeah,
So I ain't putting my shirt on just because y'all passing through for a week.
right?
yeah.
Dude,
Y'all
I
are
do-
the
this is what-
visitors.
This is what I do
That's
every
what I do
morning.
every morning,
Y'all can keep y'all shirts on.
Figure it out.
Shirts and skins, baby. And I'm skins.
and I'm winning.
Get to
Also,
stepping.
so-
I'm mad at Hank, my dog. He is
bro. This
he's
is
a
some-
habitual crate.
Mhm.
And brother, let me tell you something. When you're trying to get your kids to school by 8, because if you don't, the principal will email you, and you walk outside and your dog is just, because there's a lot more to it than just like pooping in the crate. He's like in it, because he's in a crate.
Yeah,
And then he sees you because he's been in his crate for 10 hours overnight. Now, look, I even go out at like 11 and let them out again. They are out all day. I just put them up to sleep in there because it's cold right now. And I don't, so I keep them in the garage, keep a little heater on them. They're super warm, closed doors. And then, dude, you come out in the morning, he's fired up and he's just covered. And his tail gets to going. And it's just like, I'm just saying, it's a little bit disheartening when you open the garage door and it's just like, because you got 45 minutes of dealing with that.
I got a cat that I did not want.
Yeah. Well, I got a dog I don't want, so
You know
maybe
what I mean? It just, and I didn't think I had anything I was mad at until y'all started talking. And I was like, and then
We
there's
like
like
to bring
5
that out of
things.
people.
I'm like, I'm pretty pissed about this. I got a cat that we got because we renovated our house. We moved in this like farmhouse for a while. It's supposed to be 6 months, turns into a year.
Always.
I've got all the kids like sleeping in closets in this little place.
Oh, yeah.
And my wife is like, we got animals everywhere. So she's like, we got to get a cat to keep the rats out and all this. So I'm on the road. She's like, it'll be an outdoor cat. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So that goes for 6 months. This cat runs away and we get a call from the vet. Like, and we told the kids like, raccoon's got it. It's out. Like it's dead. Let's have a funeral.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm like, this is a problem solved.
Dad,
I
you
ain't
let the
gotta
gate
deal with
open
this.
again. It's like, dang it, I sure did.
And cat lovers are gonna hate me from that. But I did not want a pet at the house because I'm gone so much. It's like I don't need this. And then they call us like 6 months later. And they're like, we found the cat. Buckets is, you got to come get it.
How did they know it was Buckets?
They got a tag in it from the vet or whatever.
Like you found Buckets.
Yeah. And so we moved back into the house. I'm like, the cat's not coming to the house. Of course, like kids are like, it's part of the family now. Got to have, it's only going to be an outdoor cat.
Was your cat? Did he come back like Rambo? Did he come back?
Nothing happened. Like he just been on an adventure himself, and he's like
got
ready
skills
to
now though. Like got street smarts.
But he's ready to settle down.
As far as cats go, I think it's a good one. I don't know much about him. I never had one growing up. But like that, the boys treat him like a dog, basically.
That's fun.
They carry him around, the whole thing. Yeah. But then we get back there, and it's like next thing you know, it's in the house, and now it's in my bed. Which I did not. I'm like, that is too much.
Too close.
I need somewhere to go in my house that's private that I can get some quiet from the boys.
Yeah.
And it's not. And now, if I close the door and leave it out there, it'll make a racket for all night. So I have to train the cat every time I come home that I'm going to close that door.
You
know what I mean? Like a
baby,
a new baby that you're trying to get to sleep through the night, that kind of thing.
Oh, that's
every time.
See, here's what I think.
That's great.
When I think about pets, I'm just like, I did not build this world to make sure that my cat was.
They're entitled. They don't do. They
are
anything.
entitled.
Dude, absolutely.
I'm like,
all pets are.
that's why I look at every time me and Buckets have a stare down once a day.
Yeah.
I'm like, you ain't doing nothing around here.
No.
Blood sucking. Freeloading, mooching.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, they freeload. But you know what else freeloads? Kids.
There's no question. Somebody just asked me about return on investment for like baseball. Like training for your kids or whatever.
You better go pro.
It's insane.
You better go pro.
I'm like, anytime you talk about return on investment with a kid, it's the wrong. Is it
3 boys?
3 boys.
Oh man,
I got 3 teams going at the same time.
Ages?
Right now. 10, 8, and 5. Yeah,
I got 3, but it's girl, boy. 6, 3, 1. Bro. The trenches. We talk about it all the time, so I'm not going to go nuts on it. But yeah,
because you'd have been
chaos.
5-3-1, I guess. So you were kind of in that same.
Yeah.
So you're just kind of down the road from us a little bit.
Yeah. There's chaos.
Still.
Oh yeah.
So you feel like it's easier now?
No, I do think it's easier. Everybody says it gets harder when they're teenagers and stuff, so I'm sure that's coming. But it's just different. I got my 10-year-old gets in trouble at school some, and it's all stuff that you can't you're kind of laughing at. Like, you know what I mean?
Like, give me an example of something.
Well, one is bad, but he flipped off a teacher. And so.
Did she deserve it?
That's bad?
So it was because the teacher had turned her back. It wasn't his teacher.
Turned him
and so him and his buddy do this.
Who told on it? I'm sorry, I spelled it.
His teacher is around the corner. He didn't see her. Yeah.
Damn. Snitch.
Was it like a hard one? Or was it like
he said it wasn't. He was like, Dad, I was doing the other finger, of course.
Yeah,
I'm like,
oh yeah,
I was acting like it. Yeah, I was trying to impress my friends, but I went.
Yeah, so it's a new.
It's not easy to do now. Used to be, but there's crinkled up guitar hands. I can't even hardly do it anymore.
Yeah, so it's a new challenge, I'd say, and they're all out of the diaper thing and all that. Mm-hmm. We got 1 car seat left, so that part's easier. Mm-hmm. For sure, but them talking back and talking smack and calling you on stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you don't do that. I'm like, well, I don't have to. You know, what he said. You said I don't deserve anything. I was like, I did say that. I did say that.
The battles we're fighting are like my guy Boone the other day. He came home and I opened up his book bag and I was getting his fake homework out. Because he's in pre-K or whatever, and I looked, and in the bottom of his bag is 6 inches worth of acorns. And I was like, hey, man.
What's up with this?
What's up with the acorns? He's like, oh, me and Yandry, we, his name's Landry, but he's like, me and Yandry, we pick up acorns, put them in our pockets, and we come back in. It's like Shawshank Redemption type stuff. Reverse Shawshank. Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay, man. I said, well, look, we need to have a talk. He's like, okay. I said, you understand that you can't eat these. He was like, what? And I was like, deer can eat these, but you can't eat them.
Yeah.
They're poisonous to you. And he goes, well, what'll happen if I eat them? I was like, well, I can either go extreme here. I was like, you'll die. And he went, Yandry gonna die.
Yandry did. You better check on Yandry.
Yeah.
Somebody call Yandry.
So hard I couldn't breathe.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
I fell over, man. He was like, Yandry gonna die.
Yeah.
Like I was
It
like,
just
well,
occurred to
buddy,
me.
tell Yandry to lay off the corns, dude. Like,
You got Yandry's parents' phone numbers?
Shine actually texted the teacher and was like, hey, heads up. There's a lot of acorns coming in.
Yandry snacking on acorns.
Almost like it was like narcotics or something.
Yeah.
We were narking on them, dude. You can't be eating acorns on the playground, dude. Cannot be. But anyway, that's the kind of battles we're fighting.
The understand, like the kids understand. I got one quick story too, but like watching them start to understand stuff. I was on the floor with my 3-year-old the other night and about to go to bed, and we've been reading Bible studies or Bible stories at night. She loves the Good Samaritan, and we were laying there, and so Oak's been like my 2-year-old boy. He's just been like, he just won't leave her alone, dude. Punches her all the time, beats her up, and so like I'm trying to like get her. I'm like, hey, if he hits you back, if he hits you first, you can hit him. But like if somebody else hits him, you take him out. Like you take care of your brother. You know, we're doing this thing. Mm-hmm. So we were laying on the floor the night coloring, and I was like, hey, act like I'm one of your friends that you just have over, and I'm not your dad. And she was like, okay. She was like, your name's Ella, by the way. And I was like, okay, my name will be Ella.
Yeah.
She loves Ella Langley. And so she was like, hey, Ella, how are you? I was like, I'm good, Griffin.
So you're Ella.
Yeah. I was like, thanks for having me over. She was like, oh, it's cool. And she was just coloring and looking down her page. And I was like, do you have a brother? She was like, oh, yeah, Oak. He's stinky. He's real stinky. His name's Oak. He's crazy. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, where's he at? And she goes, oh, he's in his room, about to go to sleep. And I said, okay, good, because I'm going to go beat him up. And she
trying.
I mean,
man.
And she was coloring and she just like stopped coloring and was still looking at the thing. And she dropped it and she looked up and she goes, if you punch him, I will punch you back and leave you on the side of the road to die. I was like, whoa, hey, man. I was like, first half of that's great. First half of that's great. I was like, the second half of that, we don't.
Too literal thing is the thing that
we don't want anybody to die.
I heard my 8-year-old say this to his granddad. He's like, man, I really want to. My 8-year-old's into football, like lives and breathes it. And I didn't put it. I like it, but this kid has got it. But he's like, his granddad goes, it'd be really fun to see you play football in high school. He goes, oh, you won't be there. You'll be dead. Straight. And I was like, Woods, dude, easy.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey, dog.
I mean, he's old, but come on, but just as literal, like odds are he ain't gonna be there.
It ain't gonna matter.
I am gonna play. It is gonna be fun. It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be great, but you're not gonna be there.
That's so funny. They do say the darndest things, them kids.
Did you? So your 10-year-old. What's he into? What you were talking about?
He's probably the creative. We'll see. He's sensitive, just all over the place. Yeah, he's interesting. He's one I can go deep with.
Yeah,
like it's the concepts of the world. He's into it. Yeah. He's thinking about it.
And your 8-year-old's football, like sports,
like a total bro, like a frat kid. Yeah, which is like gets out of the car at school is like, all his buddies.
He's like cool kid, dude. Cool kid.
Just totally.
Did they like take those on in their own time? And like, did you push any of that towards them?
Wait, who's the baby? So what the baby?
So the baby's the best right now. Well, he's 5, sweetest kid in the world, loves everything. I mean, we're way too easy on him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he gets away with everything.
Does that happen because you're just kind of tired of like?
I think so. And also, I don't know, maybe because it's just like, it's your last one. I don't know. Maybe it's like you start going like, what's the big deal, really? What's another piece of candy?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Even though I wouldn't have given the other ones that.
Totally. I was drawing a line in the sand. Now I know. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Yeah. But no, he's sweet. His first baseball season, jacked about it. Like in the parking lot, in the driveway an hour before, all dressed, ready to go.
Just tough.
She would leave daddy. She would leave daddy.
Yeah.
You want to throw a ball? You want to throw, daddy? You want to throw?
I can remember that feeling, dude. Like,
that's your World Series, dude. That's your World Series. You're freaking Chipper Jones out there, dude. That's who I was. Chipper, bro.
Yeah. We're doing the wrestling thing now. They've all had that phase where it's like throwing them on the bed or wrestling with them has been the top thing. And maybe the 10-year-old still like it, but he's too big.
It's the top thing right now for my guy.
Same.
Yeah.
He's every night, daddy.
We gonna wrestle,
daddy.
He puts his foot to win the fight. He puts his foot on my neck, and then he puts the arm up and he counts to 10.
Oh, 10's a long time.
And then he's like, again.
Run it back.
You got to prepare yourself.
Oh,
Prepare
dude,
your heart.
I don't got to work out no more because I throw my kids on the bed.
And this is
I
happening.
mean, I slam my kids, dude. I don't know.
Me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, mine's one, but yeah, I slam him.
I grew up, my dad was so
Same.
redneck with that stuff. I mean, you just like don't.
Yeah, dude.
We used to like when I was like 5 or 6, I mean, we would light fireworks with a blowtorch.
Oh,
You know, just hand you the blowtorch. You walk around the backyard and do it.
I've seen
Hell
my
yeah.
dad fill up a paint can of gasoline halfway and stuff as many bottle rockets as in.
Oh, yeah.
And drop a match, and then on the way back kick it over, and it's them flying at the house, and it was like,
Yeah.
get inside, and it's
The trail
Same,
of
dude.
gasoline thing, all that
Same,
was
dude.
massive. But yeah.
the bend. You can take a piece of metal and bend it and make it a bottle rocket gun. Remember us doing that.
Yeah, we had
lighting them.
wars all the time. That's
Yeah,
fun,
us
man.
too.
That's fun.
But dude, would you have wanted to grow up any other way, man?
No.
Like
No.
seriously.
I do feel like we got the best of that. Like, I
Oh, we
feel
were
like,
right before lawsuits.
yeah.
We're like not that they weren't a thing, but there was like, wasn't, you know what I mean? At least for
Yes.
me, that was like early 80s. It was like, dude, there wasn't you could do
No.
anything. My dad
You
ran
do
a church
anything.
camp. And
Your dad
and
ran a church camp?
yes, that's where I grew up. I grew up in Possum Kingdom, South Carolina.
No way.
So until I was
Possum
10. Possum Kingdom.
That's the hardest
Yes.
one we've ever had.
Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing.
That's the
And it's
red
like, I
age,
mean, it's
yeah.
100 people, maybe one stop sign, one country store. But we're out in this campground. All the kids are coming all summer and stuff. And my dad's like creative and building all these. He built a zip line over the lake, and it's called the Screaming Mimi, right? So
Oh,
it's
yeah,
just
it
all
is.
his. He had a T-shirt made. I survived Screaming Mimi or whatever. It's that kind of
You
redneck
still have
stuff.
one? You have one?
I don't. I
That'd
should
be
find it. That'd be
sick, dude.
amazing.
I survived screaming me.
But he built it on a tree that was probably 20 feet, maybe, I don't know, at least maybe 30 feet, I don't know, from the edge of the lake.
Okay.
Right. So, and it's a deer standing on top of a tree. I mean, just 2x4s on that you're climbing on top of this
Hold
thing.
on until you get to
8-year-olds
that
driving
water.
up, climbing up on this
It's
tree,
just
get
a-
up
it's
20
just
feet high,
Goodness.
stand on this little deck, and then they have a rope, brings the zip line back, and you
Love
get on
that.
the thing. But you got to make it 20 feet hanging on before, to get to the water.
You're not locking on.
No. This is just
straight hang.
the old orange big life jackets.
Around the neck.
Some kids all slippery wet,
20 feet's a bit of a
And
stretch.
It
now.
was. It's too. So when the first kid fell in like 4 feet of water, broke the arm, they were like, "Well, let's put some hay bales down there." So they put hay bales down there, and that was fine for a while till somebody,
Yeah.
But nobody got like seriously injured. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
But and also nobody got sued. That's my point.
Yeah.
It's like the idea. We had a homemade water slide. It was
What was
basically
it made
just
out
like it was telephone poles that they had like lined up all the way, to make the frame
yeah,
for it.
yeah.
And it was just plywood and this like heavy plastic they put in there,
This
water hose at the top.
No doubt.
Some dawn.
Dude,
Your
and they
turn.
put soap on the thing.
Yeah.
I
I mean, awesome.
Unbelievable.
Can't believe nobody got sued over that.
Nobody, which was anyway. My point is, I think it was a good time to grow
I mean,
up.
It was a great time to grow
dude,
up,
I had
man.
neighbors getting hit in the head with baseball bats from the other guy, like all the
Oh,
time.
yeah.
I mean, accidentally, of course, but like nobody cared. You just like put some peas on it.
Yeah, just
Yeah, I mean, think about letting Boone just rip on a 4-wheeler down Cravens and all the way down the river
Well,
bottoms.
we were
and-
supposed to go on crazy.
But yeah, I mean, Dad knew we were down in the bottoms. We were ripping 4-wheelers all the way to Cravens from the bottoms.
We were ripping cigs in those bottoms too, son.
You were.
Yeah,
I saw you.
Remember you took a doo-doo off that thing? It was so tall.
I did. That's the only thing I knew to do on something that tall, dude.
It was very dangerous.
Oh, I think I was older than
I think 14 is a little old for a public poo.
Me too.
14 is like the perfect time. If you're 18 and public pooing,
too
you're
much,
like, come
yeah.
on, grow up.
Yeah.
14, you're like, okay, it's kind of funny.
They were the best times though. They
20,
really were.
28-year-old pooing off of something you're growing up. It's like,
I mean, there
climbing
is
those? Yeah.
no way I would let my kid ride a 4-wheeler in uncharted territory and just expect him to be back by
No.
3 o'clock anymore.
We used to run into on the property. There was all these like Duke Power owned like the dam. It was like probably, it was 550 acres or something. And from on the end of the property where the dam was, they had these little houses, and dudes that would come work on the dam would just stay in there. But like we didn't know who they were. Nobody's like, so you back down there when you're 7 or 8, dude, and it just like,
You're like, "What's
and
up,
you're
man?"
daring each other trying to go into a seas in the house.
knock
If anybody's
on-
in the house, I remember the scariest thing I've ever seen. I mean, and I didn't even see anybody in there. But you go in there, it's like there's food in there. It's definitely somebody's been
Somebody's-
staying in here, you know.
Gosh,
Dude,
how big are these
crazy
houses?
stuff. I mean, little like this room,
Yeah.
shotgun kind of.
Yeah.
That's
Whoever was
amazing.
working on the day.
Yeah. So they just
Terrifying.
don't, you know. We go ride. There was a dog you could ride in our neighborhood.
A dog.
Matt
you
and Shane had this big old dog, dude.
Come on, keep talking, dude. Just keep going, man. I'm looking
sorry.
at my
I'm
sheets.
sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
Possum Kingdom. You're riding dogs through Possum Kingdom.
Yes.
What kind of dog are we talking about?
Great.
I
You had
don't-
to be a
honestly,
Great
I don't
Dane or
know.
something.
It was massive.
This
I
might
mean,
be the
bigger than
most
us.
redneck story we've ever had. Dude. Possum Kingdom. Not
Yeah.
even like Possum Hole. Possum Kingdom.
Come, keep on giving me stuff, dude.
So wait, you ride this dog. What's
Yeah.
the story on this? How
Matt and
does that-
Shane, our good friends, their mom, Kylie, we go up there. It was like we had BB gun fights around there,
yeah.
you know, and she would be smoking a cigarette, watching Days of Our Lives, you know, and somebody in her family had the country store. Country store was like the one, like you could do. It was kind of like a bank. Like you used to give people loans and stuff. You know what I mean? Like you start finding stuff. Why are people going in here for like
I don't know
insurance
what
or
that
whatever it
means.
is? Yeah. Dude, it was everything. I'm telling you. Charles was the guy that ran it. And he was like godfather, basically, of Possum
He
Kingdom.
bonds you out, dude.
Yeah, you need something.
That's
where you go.
Charles.
Trying to get home.
Store.
I got a dog you can ride.
Yeah. Yeah.
Saddle up that freaking husky. Right there.
Yeah,
Get on back to
cars
the
in the shop.
Get on back to the house. So what kind of dog was it?
I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know.
Just one you can
massive.
ride?
Massive.
A big one.
Yeah.
Did you like saddle him or just kind of
No saddles. No saddles. Bareback. Just
He was
kinda
cool.
Pretty chill with it. Yeah.
He was cool with
I
it.
was pretty young. I mean, I was probably 6 or 7. when
Yeah,
this
you
was
had to be
happening.
a little bitty.
Little. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think about my 5-year-old now. He could definitely ride a dog.
But would you let him though?
No, I mean that's cruel to the dog. I think.
Well, I'm just
I think
saying.
this dog liked the company.
I get
That's what
that.
I'm going with.
So
I
he's
get
stray. He's stray.
Get that.
Stray-ish.
No, it was Matt and Shane's dog.
Oh, somebody's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He like okay.
Yeah.
Just
Wow,
one of the,
that's
he's one of the boys at that point.
Great
Yeah.
story,
Just
man.
hanging.
Yeah.
That's a great story. Just riding dogs through Possum Kingdom.
I hadn't thought about that in 20 years, but
That'd be a great album cover. Actually, it's like you as a kid on a dog with like a possum with a crown on it behind you, like Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
That'd be
Yeah,
sick.
that would be sick.
What you think about that? I'm full of good ideas.
okay.
All right, sorry. Move on. Sheesh. We'll talk about
Hey,
kids
let's.
forever.
Well, I want another question. So, like, when you're not on the road, how often are you still on the road? How often are you touring?
Probably we tell them like 50 or 60 ticketed shows a year,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
So it ends up
That's
you know,
hammering pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're a working band, man.
Yeah.
You know, like it ain't. People think you're doing better than you are. You know, so we do well, but we do well because we work.
Yeah.
You know? So it's almost like we kind of rotate. We'll do like a big tour for a fall and a spring, and then we'll go out and do acoustic. We just did finish that.
Yeah.
So it's all sitting down and talking, and it's totally. I mean, it's very different from the other thing, but it's nice because we do a lot of acoustic music anyway.
Are you
Think
like
about
when you're on the road? Are you 100% work mode, and when you're at home, are you 100% husband, dad?
That's changed a
Mode or-
lot. That's changed a lot. I used to be. I mean, I probably honestly like in an unhealthy way was 100% road mode 95% of the time.
Yeah.
Before kids, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Just I lived it all the time.
Yeah.
And I was too. You know, I mean, maybe it's why I'm here, but it's also like I was just like, if you just said, 15 years ago, you've been like, we got to take 2 of your fingers, but you can be successful. I've been like, take them.
Yeah.
Totally.
You know what I mean? It was that kind of just you can't go home as a failure,
Like I did,
So-
like all of your identity type thing. Like
100%.
1,000,000% who you
Yes.
were.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
Depending on if you're successful or not.
Yeah. Yeah. And which was kind of crazy. We weren't doing things to make you successful. We're doing all the things that, like just us rebellious and very like rock and roll, very.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's so different now. Everybody, I quit drinking, which is, an interesting thing on the road. It's a new sort of, and the whole
So when'd
band
you quit?
has about 272 days ago.
Got it.
So it's been that kind of. I've done that a couple times, but this time it's like I'm just not good with it. So I don't have any judgment toward anybody. I just like
Yeah.
I drank because I'm real anxious, nervous, all that stuff about performance, and doing it night in, night out. It was just hard. Like I just got to where a habit where a little whiskey will help me get to that spot.
And it will.
It does.
There's no doubt.
It will.
But it turns into
Yes.
and I definitely was that.
It turns you wanting that spot a lot more.
Yeah. Well, and it's
Yeah.
harder to get, you know, 99.
totally.
So you start
Takes
doing,
more.
We did, there was a tour we did years ago where it's like we did 140 shows in 7 months. And it was like, I mean, I drank every one of those days. It's like,
Sure.
you know, and by the time you're a couple months in, it's like you could have a bottle of Makers and not know that you had anything. At least you didn't think you did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You trick
Kinda
yourself
get
into
on-
exactly
thinking
what
you
you mean.
didn't.
Yeah.
You know, so it was just dangerous for me in that way, just like but anyway, so now the road is like so old man. It's just, I like writing on the road.
Yeah.
I like bringing a rig and doing that. And the band is like really into the music part now of like the live stuff. We're like listening to all these old Joe Cocker live recordings and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, so the band will really sound check, like, and we're jamming, we're playing, like we're working on stuff all the way to the last night of the tour. It's like, we're
That's
trying to
fun, man.
grind, you know, which is really
It's got to be
fun.
refreshing.
Oh, dude.
Instead of just like trying to get through
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's
you
almost
just-
like a new source of inspiration a little bit.
It for sure. And I think, yeah, the day you become, I'm just doing healthy stuff on the road if I can, you know, I'm working out and whatever, journaling, stuff like that.
You look
gotta
great,
keep up.
dude. Seriously,
Thank
you
you.
look
Thank
like
you.
you got
Thank
control
you.
yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I started reading. When I quit drinking, I was like, I need to do something else. It's like, you know,
So what is that? Because I think we're all. How old are you?
45.
We're all in that. I'm 38. Dan's 42. All my buddies, all my songwriting buddies here, we're all going through this same thing right now. Is like that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're trying to eat healthier. We're trying to work out. We're trying to wake up sooner. We're trying to
Playing golf.
yeah, like we're just trying to. And is the switch kids? Is it kids or
is it
do you
age?
hit this? Yeah, do you hit this point
I
of
don't
like
know, man. I think culturally, there's a thing with it. You know, it's, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is exactly to me. Like to me, it ended up being a God thing. I think it's probably, at least for me,
Absolutely.
It's been a, when, you know, some stuff happened to me that was out of my control completely, you know, where you're just like, I couldn't have done anything to change the way this turned out, you know, and kids obviously are a good reminder of that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Of like, well, I better look, the things I can control, I might want to pay attention to those.
Preach.
You know what I mean? That's the way I felt. To me, it was just like, man, I want to look back on this, and as the boys get older and all that, and just go like, man, was this intentional or not?
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like that's a lesson I'm constantly learning. Like for me, it was never alcohol. It was never drugs of any sort. I was addicted to music as a kid, kind of growing up, and that was kind of what I fully focused on. But man, I'm such a control freak. Like, and I always have been. I feel like the lesson that God is continually teaching me is like, dude, you are not in control like you think you are, man.
Yeah.
And if you think you are, I'll prove it to you real quick. And then something will happen. And I have to like, I know it affects my relationship with my brother. It affects my relationship with my wife and my kids to where I want, and it's not in like a selfish kind of way. I just want everybody to be okay. And I want everybody to have what they want to have. And we can go get it. We can go do it. We can get this. And it's not nothing's unattainable. And you can't run your life like that, man. You can't run your life in trying to have control of every single thing that happens to you.
Yeah, you can for a while. That's the thing that's tough. You just like see
That's what I
people,
mean.
You run into people that like, yeah, I can tell it's just like smooth sailing right now. It's not about any one behavior or whatever it is. It's just the idea that you somehow. Sorry, man.
Oh, you good?
yeah.
Turn this thing off.
No, you're fine.
It's very important.
Take it if you need to.
Walgreens is telling me.
Well, Reed interrupted with his dentist calling from our
I'm just
hometown a
trying to
minute
get it
ago.
on airplane. Sorry, that's unprofessional.
No, we cut it. Don't worry about
Oh, dude, no. But yeah, my hometown did. So, hey, Reed, you're 17 years over your past your last
Teeth
dentist
cleaning.
appointment.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. The timing for me just was like I feel like I'd gone through this. I mean, I'd call it surrender. It's just like there's a time that I've gone through that before. There's a realization now that is not a decision one time or a place. You know, it's going to be the rest of my life.
Yeah.
It's going to be every
100%.
morning. You know, it's going to be.
And it's a battle.
Oh, there's
It's
no
a
doubt.
battle.
it.
Every
Some would call
day's
it
a war.
long
Dude.
surrender.
Yeah, that's right, boy.
Oh,
I think he's talk about a pro.
I'm just
That's right.
saying that.
Yeah.
Listening to that song, I get it
Yeah.
because it is.
Yeah.
It's not a giving up, but it is a surrender. I mean, you're just going.
Well, bro, that's where true freedom lives, and until you get to that point, man, where there is nothing else that you can do to affect the situation. You ain't got nothing to do with it, man.
Yeah.
And you have to give it. What else you going to do?
And
you're going to keep living the way you're living, or you're going to surrender to something that could help you live.
And to me personally,
life.
when I'm clenched up trying to control everything, there's almost like this shield that comes over me, and it doesn't allow any kind of blessing to get in because I'm too busy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm too busy locked up trying to, you know?
Yeah.
It's a weird thing, man. I've really had to like work through and on that constantly.
I don't think
every morning, like you said.
I got a buddy who's a little older, maybe not much, but like is dealing with the ALS thing right now. And I was like, is this concept? I mean, tell me, you know, when I was making the record, it's like, is this real? Like what? He's like, you know what my word is this year? Surrender.
Huh.
And I was like, yeah, this is tracking to me of like, this is probably going to be the thing I'm talking about when I'm 80.
Wow.
You know? So yeah, I don't know the timing of it. Why? Maybe it's different for everybody. You know, just what I've seen is it's incredible amount of, he's the one. So when I played that song, Long Surrender, we have a small group he's in, and he's the one that makes me play it. He's like, here's a guitar out, let's play this one right here, you know?
Yeah.
And just, it means something. He's giving me books to read and all this. I mean, I think he sees purpose in it.
Wow.
You know, which is insane. I mean, that is not that unique. The fact that people, it's like somebody's been in jail their whole life and they get out and they're just like, yeah, I was wrongfully accused, but still.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, people are resilient when they, you know, I think we just, it's when the things get taken away that don't matter, then it gets a real small list of things that do.
Man, that's so true, man.
And what a realization that is, figuring that out.
Oh,
well, you can't figure it out until you're in that. That's what he's saying. It's like it's hard to figure that out until you're in that spot.
No doubt. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why it's interesting to me because it can be failure, your own failure, but also a tragedy outside of you, whatever. I mean, it can be a lot of ways that you get to that, like the bottom moment of like, hey, you know, I've had that a couple of times in life where I was like, well, I don't know if tomorrow I'm play music anymore. I don't know if I'm married anymore. I don't know if I have any money anymore. I don't know if and it's just like and. You could like, God, I need you to take all this, like all the concern for all these things. Like, I need you to be in control of this. And I think, yeah, that's a sweet place. But my point is, it's just like I feel like in a month from now there'll be a new challenge like that, where I'll either try to like do it myself and fail, or I'll go into it with the right sort of like reverence. You know,
man, absolutely. I completely identify with that. I feel like that's the main battle I'm fighting. It's keeping the faith, and just and trusting something outside of yourself to help you pull through. I want to read a couple lyrics if I can from your. I wrote these down, man. I felt like it kind of spoke to me. I can taste all the pleasures, write a melody inclined, fill a house with golden treasures. All I'm filling up is time till the waking of the sadness comes knocking at my door, saying you ain't seen the ocean, son. You ain't even seen the shore. Because we go down, in renegade ways. Trade our love for a little white lightning. And wonder why it never solves the pain. Be my rest, be my mountain, be my never gonna pass away. When I go blind, be the voice I'm hearing till we all can see your face in the highlands. Dude, that is powerful,
Thank you, man.
That is powerful, man. I mean, honestly, this morning, even at 8:20 on the way in, I was like, I gotta listen to that again.
Yeah, it got me too.
Hey, thank you, man.
I mean, where were you at when you?
So
those lyrics are raw, dude.
This is the weirdest record we've ever made. I know everybody, and I've done it. We've got 10 albums. So you come in, it's like, this is the best one we ever made. It's like I feel that sort of tedious sort of thing from an artist that's been around. But like, it was weird in the sense that we weren't trying to make a record. I was not like I'll write all the time. I have a bunch of songs, but I wasn't thinking any sort of date we were going to do it. We go down and we work with Dave Cobb for a day on a song with Red Clay Strays. Yeah. Right. So like, and we just get in the room and I play in some other stuff. He's like, y'all come and work some. It wasn't like, we're going to make a record. It was the most nonchalant. And I was in a place where I was in this surrender thing. I had gone through just a period where I was like, all these decisions were getting made. Yeah. Like, I think I'm done drinking. I think I got to change my life. Sure. Like, I got to make the routine, and so I'm writing songs out of that place, not thinking it's for a record, just it's for me. And so the whole record got made while we were in that place. Like we went down and did some songs, and then he's like, well, let's make a record now because we're halfway in. Might as well, it was like that. And so I've never had a record where all the songs came from the time period we were making it.
Totally.
You know what I mean? Most of the time, it's like,
them.
Yeah. Most of the time, you're just like, well, these are cool. We need a couple rock, whatever. Just how you make records. But
Exactly.
This was like that Long Surrender song, and a lot of these I wrote in the Airbnb next to the studio in the morning before we went over.
Wow.
So we would go. They had a piano in this little place, and I would go out there. I get up early, so I'm out there at 7:30 or whatever. The other guy was still sleeping.
Yeah.
And I just write, play, and go. I feel like this is something. And Dave was cool enough, or whatever it is, just had enough like
awareness.
Yeah, just to be like, you're in a moment. I'd play it to him, and he's like, "We're doing that today." I'm like, kind of okay, And so by 4 or 5 o'clock, like that song's cut. There's no. It was just from nothing to a thing.
What a cool way to make a record.
Oh man. Well, and you can't cool. Like it's just not the kind of, you can't go in there and do that every time unless something's happening in your life that, like, there's not a song on the record that's not about surrender. So like every song is a different window into the house of the same, like me working it out. What does that mean long term? What does that mean?
So it wasn't you putting pressure on yourself every morning to go out there and write a song to go cut. It was you getting, it was free flowing, literally getting things off your chest and just
that's the way it felt. It felt like a complete gift. Zero stress of, and I wasn't even thinking, like we had other songs to cut. So
is it wrong
to
say I'm jealous of that inspiration?
Oh,
like,
no,
I haven't felt that in a long. That feels that's a great feeling when it's just pouring out. And it's an honest feeling.
You
too.
feel, almost embarrassed of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it feels too like, how could this be coming this easy? Like, it just, you know what I mean? Especially it's so hard work most of the time. And sometimes those songs are great too. It's not like, I don't think there's one way to do it.
Absolutely.
But this one just was that where like, and the band was cool about, they saw it happening and they knew enough to be like, this is probably about the song. Like, we don't need to spend 3 hours working on the guitar solo today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's just do what serves the song. And just the way Dave obviously works, that was a similar kind of, like, it was just like, get in there and sing it right now while you feel it.
Man, that's crazy. Where is down there? You said down
Savannah.
there. Oh,
yeah. He's got a new place in Savannah. It's insane. It's in an old church.
Yeah, I've heard about that place.
It's wild.
Man, he makes some great records, dude.
Yeah.
Golly.
And it just wasn't, there were demos that I did, like that Mama Loves Me song. I did a demo of it, and I just written it myself. So I was like, I just played an acoustic version of it. We kept it all.
Wow.
Like that version. Me and Brandon re-sang, but everything else is all the music and everything just like from my demo that day. I don't make good demos. Like I don't think you know what I mean? I never would have thought.
But that's the beauty in that tune too, though.
He was just like, man, what's wrong with this?
So loose.
It's real.
Yeah.
It's honest. And like you can, just like listening to a lyric, man, I feel like people who are really listening to a guitar part or, to whatever part's written in there by whatever, instrument, I feel like you can feel the same inspiration coming from just like if you were listening to a line, man. And you can hear those guys, you can hear the realness and the rawness and all that. And it's a great listen, dude. It really is.
I think because we were making a record too or we didn't know I didn't know we were making a record, didn't feel pressure to that. There's always been a level of like editing I would do when it came to talking about God.
Yeah.
Just always like, that sounds funny coming from a band like us.
Not
you know
to
what I
me.
mean?
No, I completely understand it. Yeah.
But I was always like, I don't want to get pigeonholed as this thing. I want this to be this. And it's like, then I was just like, but if this is real, this is what I'm waking up dealing with, then I just need to write that. And there's no other, and so I look back at it now and go like, man, that's pretty on the nose. Or that's exactly, there's a freedom in that, hopefully I don't think I'll ever go back to that sort of like, aiming it kind of thing. Like, should we say this or not say that,
So you're saying from now on, you feel like if you're not inspired to make the record, you're not going to do it.
Yeah, I feel like we've been doing it too long now. Just to be like, I don't need to put the outfit on to do the thing.
Man, what an interesting place to be, man. It's got to feel good creatively to just put out what you want.
Things like this is a good example. Like somebody who's like, I'm an introvert. It's just like, all the, like, it's so much easier to talk about something you care about that is you.
Absolutely.
Ooh. But I've been on that, we signed major label when I was pretty young and redneck and just like not no clue. You know, all of a sudden we're in New York with Atlantic, and I'm like in these interviews where it's just like I can't relate to these people. I'm trying to talk about this music like I do. It's just the best thing we can make at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
absolutely.
But it doesn't feel like nothing is natural
Authentic.
about it. Yeah, totally. And I was like, I'm not a star when it comes to that thing. You know, I just like, I did not have that. It made me, and then it's just like, well, maybe I'll have a drink. That'll calm me down.
Sure.
Maybe I can play this role a little more than, so yeah, I think the pressure of it and the enjoyment I get from doing the work now, you know, it's just a totally different thing. It feels natural.
Will you be mad at me if I make you tell me exactly where you were when you wrote that?
The Highlands thing?
Yeah.
I was at my house. I've got a little studio over the garage.
So you just woke up and were like, I'm just going to write this today.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, man. Mm-hmm. There is
that's the thing about it. It's like, I don't want to be like, a lot of these songs I wrote by myself. There's a freedom in that when you have something to say that it doesn't get beat up. It's just
totally,
like, you know what I mean? Saying that is not always the best. I mean, a lot of our good songs were co-writes and and it's, so I don't, it's not at all like I'm going like, this is what I'm always going to do.
I don't mean to paint you like that either. I'm just saying it if there's only one writer on the song or, you know, a couple or whatever, it's like, man, it has to be something to you. And to me, being someone who's been in lyrics forever, I just, when I heard that, when I heard the rawness in those lines, I was like, he feels this. Like he feels this deeply, and it had to come out. Like you can't hold that in, dude.
Yeah.
You got to bleed that on paper.
Yeah.
Right. And so when I heard it, I was just like, man, as a songwriter, it put me in this like time capsule, and I was like, man, I wish I could like go back and see where he was when he wrote that, man, because it's so honest. And I know I'm harping on it. I know I'm harping on it.
No, I appreciate
I don't mean to, but I mean to have a record that's like that in depth and that authentic, it's probably freeing, and it's probably a nice well to draw from. But you've also kind of got to be in a bit of a dark place to put all that stuff out.
Yeah, I think
to get it out.
You know, it's weird. It's like what I found is like when you're at this bottom thing, I think it's natural. It just happens with everybody. When you do surrender that thing, like for me, if this happened to me 15 years ago, I just had this moment where I was like, I got to come clean with everybody. Mm-hmm. Right. I go to my wife, I go to business manager, my manager, crew, everybody. I'm like, hey, I got it done. The second that you do that, it's like you feel like $1 million. Now it's not because you don't have regrets or whatever. It's not like you don't have the guilt of that thing, but you've been carrying that crap.
Sure.
And it's so heavy. You know, to me, anyway, this is the way I was walking with it, was just like, this is the weight of the world.
Absolutely.
And you rationalize this thing of like, I'm noble because I'm carrying all this by myself.
I'm working it out. I'm working it out.
You know what?
That's some Southern man.
Take this. I can take this on. It's not going to hurt everybody else.
Yeah.
You know, which is the craziest thing.
And I'll show myself that I can do it.
Yeah.
I prove myself I'm man enough to do it.
I can do this.
Yeah.
You know, it's like if I'm the only one who dies knowing this, then that's better. I protected people. But you're not. It's coming out sideways the entire time.
The entire time.
You know, so I think, anyway, to me, like I would say that the band making the record, when we were putting this stuff out, incredibly easy, happy, like waking up, zero pressure at all of just feeling like, well, God, if this is the gift you're giving us and this is what we're supposed to do, we're doing it. You know,
and that's almost like therapeutic too, man. Like that is what you're put on this earth to do. Exactly the time you're supposed to do it, saying the exact words that God wants you to be saying at this moment in your life. Like that's nice.
Sometimes the studio too is nice because it's isolated. You know, the way we do it, it's not like we come somewhere and cut for 7 all day. You know, we're making a record. So you go away, whole band's together in Airbnb. We're not seeing anybody. I mean, I talk to the kids at night. But other than that, I got no contact with the outside world.
Then you're popping in, cutting songs.
Yeah.
And then you're done. And then the next day's another one.
Yeah, totally. And we just kind of do it like that, where we stay in the rhythm. And so you don't really consider, which is I think the worst thing you can do when you're making records or writing even. It's just like considering who the audience is. You know,
you think that's the worst thing you can do?
Oh yeah, I think.
When you're writing commercial songs, that was what you're saying. Right?
There's a difference between
absolutely.
There's a difference. I mean, I've got a lot of buddies who are great, you know, writers that like obviously you know, it's the demographic matters and all that kind
Sure.
of stuff. I just think for me, I think like Steinbeck has this book. It's all these letters that he did. And I just read, I don't know, 6 months ago. He's talking to a younger artist or author, and he's telling him like, you should, when you consider writing this book, you should write it to one person. Quit trying to take in everybody's different, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that clicked to me immediately of like, who do I love the most on this earth?
What am I trying to say
what
to
is
them?
God? What is God talking
Absolutely,
to me
man.
about?
Absolutely.
Like if I could write that, then we'll figure out, you know, then everybody else will be the, you know.
We'll figure out how to make it rhyme.
Yeah, exactly. Although there's an element to like it just, and I feel like now, which is nice, having done it so long, the tools are in there without you really trying to use them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
You know what I mean? It's just you naturally know, well, this is going to this section, this is going to this. I think I want to change the intervals here. All that stuff
It's already in
happens
there.
without thinking about it really.
Totally.
And so it's really like I'm just trying to get on a flow of what this is. And so anyway, I think that's at least as important to me now. And it may mean that we're less successful. I don't know.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
I was going to say,
But you don't
also,
care. I can tell you do not care.
I was going to
I
say
don't-
it's because you're also living with like, the tools are there, but also like the knowing that like you're the only person that touched this car that somebody's about to ride in, and I really hope they like it. The honesty in going, I'm about to make this full record. I'm about to write most of these songs, and this is all my story. Like, is there I hope people like it, or is there man, I don't really care if you like it. This is something that's just gotta.
I did like, yes, I'm trying to wake up and go, I don't care.
Yeah.
Every day. There's a fight to it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying about being in the studio where you're kind of isolated enough. You can really sort of build yourself up in that way. At least for me, I was able to kind of like, I would go back and pray at night and just be like, God, you told me this is what to do. You gave me these gifts. These songs are coming this way. Like I'm trusting you. Like, and I need you to do this because I'm not going to wake up and shape it tomorrow or strive or, you know, whatever it is.
I don't have the energy.
I just don't, and I don't
it.
think it's good. Like, and I've done it enough, you know, like I've done it enough where it's like, yeah, that song did pretty good, but nobody wants to play it anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It didn't have a real,
Yeah.
our band has a weird, you know, such a weird, great, like situation, like, I don't know, relationship with our audience because they're all like, our thing is, I played this at a funeral. I played this at a child's birth. I played this. This is the first dance at the wedding song. This was like, they're living to this stuff. And so there's not like, we don't really have that moment where it's like, they finally played the song, you know?
Yeah.
We just, and so I'm like, it's not that I'm giving up on that song happening, but if it does, it's going to be an accident.
Is there a weight? Is there a weight to that? Knowing that
We do a mean version of Banks' wedding song.
Dude,
Wedding version. We
I
do
like
a
that.
mean
I like
wedding
that.
version of
We
Banks
did do
one
that
time.
one time. Yeah, we did that once. Got a cooler for it.
That's right. That's right. I still use that cooler.
Me too. It's on my back porch right
Shout
now.
out, Swall.
Yeah. Is there a weight to that of knowing that like your fans? I hate to call them fans.
I know, it's weird.
Your
Yeah,
followers, your
yeah.
family, whatever, listeners
That's better.
are expecting music.
Yeah. I think the integrity thing is just true with anything in life. Like you would like to have your own integrity about things, you know, and so I think that's probably more the weight I feel of like, if I go back and talk about this, can I say that I thought about how I did it and why I did it, and can I defend it? You know, that's important to me with an audience because I do think there's lots of my favorite bands. They'll do something and you're like, why did you do this? You see it with young bands so much, like second record, where you're like,
Where are you going?
Wait, what?
What are you talking
Calm
about?
down.
Who
Man.
talked to you? No,
Do
Go
it
back
too
to
much.
this, that other
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Remember we loved that thing.
Yeah, but so I think I don't know. There's some pressure with that, but not too much. The truth is, we have so many songs we can play live. Like we don't have to play, you know, any of the stuff unless it does react or we want to play it.
Yeah.
And so that feels, we've been playing all this stuff too early. We've been playing way before the record comes out. All this, like half the record on the show.
Probably fun though.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, it feels like, it just feels. That part is a thing where you do something you're really proud of and you want to show somebody.
Yeah. You see it connect.
Yeah, I think Chris Martin said something about like it's like a wife coming down in a wedding dress or whatever. You know, it's like there's some element of that. Of like, I can't wait to show you what we just did. You know,
Yeah.
you feel proud about that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's all. You don't have headphones on, but there's something happening. Maybe just listen.
Yep.
Howdy, God's country. Welcome to New Guy Radio. The new guy asks one question that may or may not
He was going to get it in
derail
today, right there at the end of the
show.
episode.
Put
He
your
had to get it
headphones
in.
on and prepare for
Give us a little shot of
absolutely
fame.
no direction at all. This is New Guy Radio. Tuning out.
Good morning, God Country.
What are you eating in there?
Joking, man? What are you doing? Having a snack?
Chicken salad in your mouth? What are you
Jeez,
doing?
Dude, did you order a bagel? Anyway, what's up?
Hey, your question for today is if you had to fake your own death, what would be your game plan?
Oh, if I had to fake it.
New Guy Ray's random question of the day. If you had to fake your own death, what would be your plan?
So it's kind of suicide.
No, but you're not dying.
Oh, faking it.
Yeah. You're just trying
Sorry.
to convince
I
everybody.
misunderstood the question. Too much coffee.
I would
Get to fake your own death and then like keep living somewhere.
Yeah.
I call Epstein's people.
Elvis type stuff.
Call Epstein's people.
I think he's still alive.
It's alive, man.
Tupac's alive. Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows that.
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Okay.
I just think
Elvis
there's
is
some-
Elvis
you know
is
that
leading.
Michael Jackson's
Elvis is
alive?
a preacher in
Yeah,
Vegas.
exactly. So everybody's
I have seen that actually.
Kobe. They said they saw Kobe the other day up in.
Nobody said.
Sorry.
Who's they? Who's they? Nobody said that. If I had to fake my own death to move somewhere, it would probably be like but you got to get away with it though, right? Like you got to get away.
I think
with it.
I feel like the most successful ones are boat related.
I was leaning boat.
You know what I mean?
I was leaning
Just
boat.
gotta
You gotta
go
be-
missing.
Yeah, you're somewhere, two people, you fall off and never found the body.
Which is a
Yeah.
very that'd be a very understandable story for me and you. If we're like, oh my gosh, they found Randy's venture turned over and Reed and Dan weren't there.
Yeah.
They're probably at the bottom of the Tennessee River and they were sauger fishing and then we're in
Kansas. They come to Kansas and we're in the Kansas
without our families. Then they just go find us up there. Like, no,
They
he's
just
a deer
drive.
stand in Kansas.
They
What
go
are you
to
doing?
the, they go to the barn door and we're sitting in Kansas.
They open Find Mine. They're like,
You're using your credit card. I mean, you could have changed your phone number at least.
it looks like he's on a 200-acre farm in the Midwest. I don't know. What month is this? November? Yep. They're still alive. Yeah, boat related. Probably be
I
us.
think that's a good way to do it. Woods, it's got to be somewhere out there.
Yeah.
You got to be out where there's not
Because
a
they
lot
can't
of
find
witnesses.
you. Yeah.
You need a couple. I think you need a couple witnesses. They're willing to play along.
For sure.
Or somebody willing. Yeah.
So all right, let's just transition. So who do you think has faked their death? Who's number one on your list, still alive guys that faked their death?
I mean,
You really think Epstein's still alive?
yes.
Okay, Reed says Epstein.
I can see that. I don't know. I don't have an. I mean, all those are the same to me. They don't. I'm not a big conspiracy guy.
Like you don't believe them, or you just don't get into them.
No, I don't. I think I had like a phase.
You're like, yeah, loose change.
We played in Montana one time at a state fair, and this guy comes up with a ponytail.
Yeah.
And he goes, and he hands me a stack of DVDs.
Ooh, I love this.
This is amazing.
He's like,
He
I got
goes-
an alien in my garage.
He goes, this is what he said. He goes, join the fight.
That's the first thing he
That's
said.
all he said. And he dropped the DVDs off.
Dude, I'd have watched every DVD.
Right. Oh, so we get in the van. This is Van Days. We put the first DVD, and we're laughing at
Oh,
first.
losing it. Yeah.
This guy's made, no joke. He's made like
He has made?
Yes. He
This is his own
he took-
personal?
Yes, but this is amazing how he did it. He took all the popular ones, all the famous ones, and he spliced himself in. He's in an office, right? It's got big books on the side.
Come on.
I promise you. He goes, and his big phrase was, as you will see. You know, and then it'd pop up. He had graphics and everything. It's like, as you will see, clearly you can see the devil's face in the 9/11,
Well,
you know,
yes,
and
well,
whatever.
yeah.
You know, it would be that kind of thing. But so we watched for like the first hour, two, where we're just like nothing doing, we're laughing. Then we lost some guys in the band to it. You know what I mean? Like for a couple of years, it was
Started
like
getting in.
they just couldn't. Just they watched too much.
Inside job.
They're like, as you can see.
They're like, oh, Oklahoma City. You know what happened there? Yeah. So,
Oh, we're going to Denver. We're
it's-
flying into the
oh,
Denver
world's
airport.
flat now?
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right.
I always have issues with a guy that doesn't believe any conspiracy
I know. I
theories,
think
though.
that there's got to be some true. I just don't think I'm capable of knowing which ones are.
Yeah.
That's what I think. That's my surrender for you. I'm just like, I think I'm dumber.
Yeah.
I think we're all dumber than we think. That's probably.
I think you're
Don't
very
want me into
100%
your
right.
dumb club, dude.
I think you're
I don't think
100%
I'm very
right.
dumb at all.
I tell my boys this. I'm like, if you born in this world by yourself, how dumb would you be? No help.
Real
You'd be
dumb.
an idiot. Real dumb.
Be an
That's
idiot,
how
but
dumb.
what's their
That's
point?
how dumb you still are. Okay. You're slightly smarter. You know, a couple things because somebody told you.
Because somebody told you to read a book.
You didn't learn
because you
nothing.
had to read a book for a class.
Yeah.
one time.
I always wonder about like reading books or whatever. Like, what if the guy that wrote the book was lying? You know what I'm
Totally.
saying? Like, we're just
Absolutely.
trusting this guy because he's got a doctor's thing in front of his name. And I'm learning that about car stuff. When somebody's fixing my car, I'm like, this guy's just YouTubing it right after I leave and just trying some shit and then charging me for it.
Yeah.
Like, there's, I don't think,
I think
I
there's some
think you're
skill
a little-
involved.
I don't know, man. I'm not saying there's not some skill involved, but if you think them cats ain't running YouTube down, you're crazy.
Bro, you're crazy if you think they're like, okay, thanks, man. We'll call you when we're done. And they get in there like, all right, guys, look up how to put a new engine in this truck.
I don't think so.
There's
I don't
no
think
way,
so.
telling you.
dude.
If you ever do, I mean, we do sheetrock or something. I fancy myself a home improvement person. But but you do anything like that, and then you bring somebody in to do it, you get taught real fast. Like these dudes.
Sheetrock is a different deal. I agree with that. I agree.
You know what I mean?
They know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
You can do it.
You can
it's
do
gonna
it.
take you
Okay.
3 times as long, and it's going to look like crap.
I'm not
That's right.
trying to put my guys on blast here, but like we recently built a home, right? Well, there's some things that need to be punch listed, right?
Yeah.
Well, buddy, if I'm not there, it doesn't get done right. And it's not no hate on the guy.
No, I know.
But I mean, like, I fancy myself a bit of a handy man myself.
Yeah.
So when
Could
it
just
comes,
be that we get the minor leagues of the.
it could be that.
There's somebody more
could
skilled
be
at
that.
this.
Could be that
Yeah.
because I'm trying to save a buck. I get
I mean, I'm 100% in that. I wanted to make a reality show for a while called Fixer Up Fellas, where like you had guys do that and they bid against somebody that was professional.
Oh,
You know what I mean? And you just do the YouTube thing. You try to figure it out, but like, you know, where you like bust through the wrong wall, bust a pipe, all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know? That would be amazing to watch.
That
I
would be
think.
amazing to watch.
Just like, and all the
Somebody
fake
go
stuff.
with something that has no clue
No
how
real
to do it.
brick. Everything's just like, you know, vinyl, facade stickers and stuff.
Hey man, don't talk too
I'll
bad
do
about
that. Hey,
our,
I'll-
don't talk about our hardwood stickers up
I
here.
like
dude.
that.
Yeah.
I like that.
all right. So I always say this all the time. Now that you're bringing up other things that you're good at instead of music, what would be if there was an Olympics? What do you feel like you could compete in as an Olympian? It might be like eating Doritos. It might be drywall. If there's one thing in your life that you think I would actually have a possibility of competing in an Olympic sport for this event, what do you feel like yours would be?
I love how you used yours and what you think his could be.
What?
I
I'm sorry, I
didn't
lost
say-
it. I was
I
just trying
didn't-
to think what mine was.
I
What
know,
did
he
you say?
said- he
I didn't say I used mine.
No, you did. Eating Doritos is yours.
I'm just saying
Yeah.
maybe that's one thing if I
You could do.
wanted to go gold in,
Yeah.
I could be in the top 1% of the world to compete in that.
Yeah. I think I'm pretty good at Scrabble.
Scrabble.
I like my grandmother used to play with me. I like that. I like
You
the
think you're
word
top
game.
1% in the world of Scrabble?
The thing about Scrabble is there's only so many words.
Oh,
So I think I could
That you know.
No, I think they have a book on Scrabble. You know,
book,
you can
dude.
like memorize all the 2-letter words.
Yeah,
and
but what I'm saying in Scrabble is like you have
There's
to
a
make
finish
the
to it.
word.
there
though,
is.
too.
Yeah, there is a finish to it. He's right.
Jeez.
So I don't know how that. I've always thought I wish they had I wish Vegas was more fun like that,
Yeah.
where it was like a game you could play, like the basketball shot. If I
yeah.
could gamble on that,
Yeah, like there was some actual skill to it
Yeah,
instead of just
instead of
absolute
dumb-
luck.
Dude,
Yeah.
if they had like a mini ball shoot,
oh,
if they had a mini ball driveway,
That's something we could have.
I'm
Yeah.
LeBron. I don't even say LeBron. I'm Michael Jordan of
7.5 foot goal.
485 Poplar Street garage.
8.5 foot goal.
I would
driveway,
like
8.5
to
mini
go.
ball.
Now I feel pretty confident in that. I feel pretty good about
Bro,
it.
I'm MJ. Dog.
I don't know if we've ever lost.
I don't think I ever have.
Let's
I mean, we
set
were
it-
beating kids
Set it up.
way
Yeah, let's
older
set
than
it up.
us.
I feel.
Wait, this was
Do you feel
40
like you
years ago.
dominate when you go into? So my kids are the arcade age. So we go to Gatlinburg or whatever. We go to Gatlinburg.
Oh, I crush an arcade, dog.
and there's always a high score on it, and I bring them over. I make them all
really?
watch.
Oh.
Yeah,
Watch this
I might
kid.
watch. Your dad's about to lay this down. You ready?
History.
You ready to get 500
Watch how
tickets?
proud of me you're about to be. You ready to get 500 tickets?
If you don't remember one thing ever about your daddy, remember that he broke records.
You ready to buy that plush shark up there with 1,200 points?
we'll
That
get
probably
you some
cost
Jolly
$2 to
Ranchers.
make. I mean, that's the thing. The other day we went to the arcade last week. I took my kids. $75 for, and what we walked out of there was a squeezy taco truck and 2 bags of Fun Dip. $75.
Yeah. Like if you'd have gone to Target and that would have been sitting on a shelf and it said combo.
Oh, maybe
$75.
Yeah, I'd be like, I don't want
What are
that.
you talking about here?
But man,
this is
they
unbelievable.
were chomping that Fun Dip in the back of the truck,
Yeah,
and I was
dude.
just like,
Like they
roll the
won.
windows down and
I
let's
know.
get Pizza Hut, baby.
That's right, dude.
Heck of a day.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
No.
Hey man, what else you got going on this year? You playing shows?
We are. Yeah, the tour starts in August. Big Around the Record, Long Surrender.
Have we been going for an hour and 20 minutes for real?
Yeah, man. We've been rocking it.
Man, that was so fun and easy.
Dude, thank y'all.
Thank you,
dude,
man.
Thanks for coming chilling.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I know we're a little out of the pocket for you, and we appreciate you coming by.
Yeah, I know.
Long Surrender comes out this Friday. We got a sneak peek at it. Great stuff, man.
Thank you, man.
Great stuff. Real stuff. Inspiring stuff. For
Neat
real.
stuff.
Yeah, raw stuff.
Cool stuff.
But it actually is. It's like it actually is that stuff. It's actually neat stuff and cool
Yeah, it's
stuff and
actually
raw
really,
stuff.
really
yeah.
great.
Man, we do one thing to close out the show. We do a favorite song, and I think you kind of got yours on your mind, and I'm excited about hearing it.
Me too.
All right. Give it a try.
Can we sing with you?
Yes.
Whatever he
Doesn't
wants
matter.
to do.
Whatever you want to do. Doesn't matter.
Might as well keep. So my dad was a preacher, so we gotta. I do think the hymns are the best songs ever.
Dude,
I agree,
We
man.
didn't even get into that, bro. Our dad is Baptist preacher. He still is for 50 years now, man.
I kind of have trouble at new churches when there's like no hymns. I'm like, at least give me something.
I know.
Dude.
Yeah.
That always I'm like, guys, the easiest way to crush is play something great. Just
No
like
doubt,
you do all
man.
that modern stuff, and at the end, just play.
Yeah.
Give me one.
Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Oh, what a foretaste of glory divine, the heir of salvation, purchase of God, born of His Spirit, washed in His blood. And this is my story. This is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. Yeah, this is my story. Yeah, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. Praising my Savior all the day long.
Bear Rinehart.
Bear Rinehart, everybody.
Man.
Hey, man.
Getting a little gospel on a Wednesday morning. Is it Wednesday?
Takova sent you a little gift for coming on the show.
Very nice. Thank you.
There you
Thank
go, buddy.
Thank you.
We got some more stuff for you.
Hey, man. Hey, I appreciate you, and I appreciate your heart, and I appreciate what you've with the Takovas. Yeah. A little quick there, Ray.
I was trying to get deep and it got funky. It got funky.
No, but
instead.
for just the voice that you have and the foundation that y'all have built and stage that you sing on, man, to sing about Christ and your relationship with that and the struggle and real songs, the surrender, all that's great, man. And
Dude, thanks,
props
brother.
to you, and keep doing his work.
Yeah,
thank
it means a lot to listeners too, for you to be that honest and allow us to walk that with you. Believe it or not, your struggles are our struggles, and we have a lot of that's extremely relative. And just appreciate you taking that lane.
Yeah, man.
And
Thank y'all for having me.
letting us ride with you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, man. Now you can play that stupid song, Ray. Hey, y'all go check out The Long Surrender. It's out this weekend. Go check out Need to Breathe Out on the Road this fall. Bear
That's it, sir.
Rinehart. Thanks for coming out, man.
Yeah, thanks for
Yeah, of
God's
course,
country.
dude. Thanks for
See y'all
having me.
next time.